Do you want to blur out something in Premiere and have the blur move with your subject? Well, this video is for you.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hi and welcome back to DIY Film with Merle Becker, the channel where I help you make better videos. As always, check out the bonus tip at the end of the video, folks. All right, so you have some footage and you have something in that footage that you want to blur out, like maybe a logo or a license plate, or maybe even an X. Well, today we're going to make that X a blurry memory. The good news is this is a pretty easy thing to do in Premiere. The best part is Premiere does most of the work for you by setting keyframes and tracking the motion with your subject. So let's get into it. First, let's open Premiere. I'm in version 15.2, and it might look a little different from your version if you're working in an older or newer version. So here's my footage of a girl and her now ex-boyfriend running on the beach. And we want to blur out the ex-boyfriend's face, let's say, and we want that face to stay blurred for the whole clip. In other words, the blur needs to move with him as he's running. So first, let's create the blur just over his face. First, I'm going to put my cursor at the top of the clip. Although you can create the initial blur at any frame in the clip. Say you want to create it at a frame that's in the middle, that's fine. Premiere can track it forward or backward from any point in the clip. But more on that in a minute. So to create a blur, we're going to first search blur in the effects palette. And your blur effect pops up below. I'm going to choose Gaussian blur here and put it on the clip. Next, I'm going to go up to the effects palette tab here to modify the effect. Scroll down to your Gaussian blur section, and let's bring up the blur value so that you can no longer recognize anyone's face. Take a look at your Program tab to see how much you need to push it. Now you see it's blurring the whole frame, and obviously we just want to blur the X's face. So we need to just isolate his face here in the back. So let's use the circle tool here by Gaussian blur, which will create a mask that we'll put around his face. Make sure you're selecting the circle by Gaussian blur and not the one that's in opacity. Use the one down here. So select the Gaussian blur circle and you see it creates a circle mask. Now let's drag it over the X's face and resize it by grabbing the points one by one. I'm also going to add a little more feather to the edges so it kind of blends into the non-blurred section by changing the value for feather under mask 1. Okay, so now we have a nice blur over his face. Now comes the fun part. So now you can basically tell Premiere, okay, I picked the part of the footage that I want blurred, now go through every single frame and keep that blur over his face. And to do this, you simply hit the play button next to mask path. Now, I should mention before I hit play, if you created your mask in the middle of your clip, you could just hit the backward arrow and it would create keyframes backwards from the point that you're at. Okay, so let's hit play. And after the progress bar finishes, you should see all these new keyframes created in the mask path section. And now you can simply adjust any of them by simply putting your playhead on 1, making sure it's highlighted, and adjusting your mask accordingly. I always make sure the keyframe is highlighted, just FYI, so that I'm double sure I'm not modifying anything but that very keyframe that I'm parked on. So, for example, at the end of this clip, it gets a little sloppy because he goes off screen. So I want to fix this. And in this case, I would take the slider bar here at the bottom of the Effects Control tab and stretch it so that we can see each individual keyframe. You see them here. Then I'd click on the keyframe that needs adjusting and move it to where I need it, or make it bigger, etc. So he starts moving out of the frame here and Premiere didn't catch that. So I need to go in and manually move these last few keyframes so the blur moves with him off the screen. And I'm being sure to actually highlight the keyframe before I adjust it. All right, let's take a look. And just like that, ex-boyfriend is out of the picture. Or still in the picture, but blurry. And that's it! Remember, you can create your initial mask at any point in the clip, then hit play forward or backwards or both from that point. Easy peasy. Alrighty, let's do a quick tip. Now that you know how tedious the process of blurring is, you should do your best to avoid it. That means whenever you're about to shoot, take a look around and make sure there are no logos or anything else that needs blurring. When I worked at MTV, this was standard practice. We couldn't show team logos, competing sponsor logos, or anything like that on the channel. So when we set up the shoot, we made sure there were no logos to be found. That means we would tell the subject not to wear any hats or shirts with logos on them, to avoid hours of blurring them in the edit. So do the same with your videos. If you don't have permission to show, say, a piece of artwork on the wall, make sure your subject is standing in front of a different wall, and so on. Because a few minutes of prevention can mean a few hours saved in your edit. Okie dokie, I hope this quick tutorial helped you out. If so, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when the next one is posted, and I will catch you next time.